56.
One to one.
And up. $100.
That. 58.
$60.
56.
30.
41.
95.
125.
And dots. Come on. 80.
35.
60.
'Shot, second that.
And dot.
Yes.
Come on. 85.
41.
84.
55.
86.
60.
99.
43.
95.
26.
19.
180.
And dots.
Yeah.
Full dot.
Got.
Cheers.
$180.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
95.
$60.
100.
$45.
Oh, come on. 84.
$60.
Come on. 84.
Shot. Hit that.
Yeah, straight up bounce. $91.
$100.
No. 140. Yes.
$58.
100.
Oh, 45.
Come on. 76.
$68.
Oh, you fucking done it again. No score.
Like it, that was okay.
Yeah, just can't have it when I need it.
60.
58.
$60.
Fuck that. Yes.
$40.
98.
$100.
That. $140. Yes.
$121.
And that's. $121.
$55.
It's 20 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened there. It just dropped off.
Yeah, that's what it done to me now, 2 games ago.
Yeah. It's annoying when it's all going well and then it decides to drop off.
Yeah. Just wait. You're Scotty one.
Still loading on my side.
It's okay.
Yep, good now.
Okay. $53.
$68.
Fuck that.
Got
Yes. Ah, 81.
$140.
Good dog.
Cheers.
S- 60.
$55.
Ah, 65.
$44.
45.
$180.
There that's.
Cheers.
24. Oh.
Come on. 66.
Whoa, 140.
No score.
Ah, can't hit it now, 70.
No score.
Fuck that.
Shot. Good dad.
Yes. Was the opposite
Bloody
that game?
doubles got me again.
Yeah, it was the opposite to the last game.
Yeah. They're all regardless of doubles pretty close games, eh?
Yeah, I mean, although, yeah, it was last game, it was a bit years away, but it was still, they were all pretty close scoring wise and that. Good practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I was supposed to be to see
I
if
mean,
the old man once again.
sorry?
I suppose I should really see if the old man wants a game. Oh, he's having a game now.
Yeah, he's just finishing a game, I believe. He's in a Equaliser XL.
Yeah.
So I think there's 1 or 2 legs left in that game.
Yeah. So what time is it over your way?
It's just gone 20 to 9 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
So 8:39 a.m.
Yeah. And it's 20 to 10 here, so it's just over 12 hours difference.
Yeah, well, I used before Mick Lacey, Lone Wolf, before his arm went, I used to practice with Mick in the morning.
Yeah.
So it would be about tea time, his time, you know, so a couple of hours early, and then we would play maybe 5-6 games. But I've kind of missed that competitive practice for the past sort of 3 to 4 months now. So I've just been getting back on and practicing as much as I can while I've got Q school. I'll be at Q school in January, try to get my tour card. So hopefully, touch wood, I'm scoring well enough. Just needs to all come together on the day, but I'm playing well enough to hold my own down there.
Yeah, yeah. I find in this that I don't my consistency's not quite there, but I don't get as focused as I do when I'm at tournaments. But
yeah,
it gives you the stamina.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about finding the right. I mean, although I use WDA for practice, I don't actually use it solely for practice. I have practice routines outside of WDA, so I practice about 3 hours a day off of WDA.
Yeah.
And then when I've finished or when I've done that, I usually come on here and I'll have some games and stuff like that. But I usually throw 100 darts at the 20s, 19s, 18s and the bullseye, and I work out how many singles, trebles and so on I hit. And then by the end of each week, I usually check it weekly, and then I'll be able to see sort of how consistent I've been that week.
Yeah.
And then I do Bob's 27. I don't know if you've ever heard of Bob's 27.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. I've tried it once or twice.
Well, I use that for
I'm shocking with practicing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all you get. I find you get out of the game what you want to put in, you know. So you only get out what you put in. You know, I put a lot of practice in. I mean, I'm quite a successful dart player. I've won a lot of big things in the UK. So one of them, I just need time to take it up a step and try it with the big boys now.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's getting more and more exposure now. So it's there's more and more involved in it. So it's worthwhile putting the time into.
Yeah, well, that's it. And I've got a couple of good sponsors, so they pay for everything. I don't pay for any equipment. I don't pay any entries for tournaments or anything like that. So I've got to take advantage of it while the opportunities are there.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
and
do
then,
you know
and then the
Kyle?
more you play and the more comfortable you get to.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, do you know, you've heard of Kyle Anderson, I take it.
Yep.
I'm sponsored by the same people as him.
Oh, okay.
So they pay
Yeah.
for everything, and they just get a percentage of what I win.
Yeah. That's bloody good.
It's good. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure off because, I mean, for example, if you go to tournaments here, they're at £100 to enter. So
Yeah.
if you play 4 of them in a weekend, they have 2 on a Saturday, 2 on a Sunday, that's £400 just alone. That's like a week's wages, you know, so it's a lot of pressure off yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what people don't realise over here. They complain about the prize money because the prize money is pretty shit, but then you're only paying $20 entry fee. So it's
Well, yeah,
like you're only going to get back what you put in.
well, yeah, that's it. You can only pay out what's in the pot, but over here, for example, you've got 4 tournaments and it's £100 each, and then it's like the way they do it in New Zealand. I mean, I don't know if it's the same, but we try and keep it to the PDC do like 4 weekends a year where you have 4 tournaments in the one weekend, and the way they do that is so that you're not travelling 16 times a year.
Yeah, whereas here they have it the 16, but they finally they've doubled them up, so it's 2 in a weekend, so it's still eight trips away.
Yeah, but if you pushed it, you could get 4 a weekend. Then what you're doing is you're saving the players. At the end of the day, it's got to benefit the players as well. Now, if you can play the 4 weekends, it means you've only got to spend 4 hotels, 4 travel, etc. Rather than having to do 8 hotels and 8 times the travel.
Yep.
So that's why a lot of the PDC do it.
Yep. Yeah, well, they used to have just 1-day tournaments. So there would be they started with 12 tournaments, so then you'd travel to 12 different places over 12 weekends and play, but it basically buggers up 12 weekends for doing anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, uses up a lot of the time off.
The way the PDC run, it's very professional. It's very you go in. There's usually, I mean, I played the development tour this year, so was around between 124 to sort of 200 people at the top end when there was obviously quite busy. But what happens is there's a tournament on the Saturday, 10 AM register for an 11 AM start. That tournament is done by 3 PM. And then at 3 PM they start the second tournament straight on. No messing about. As soon as the final's done in the first one, the second tournament starts. And then that one's done by sort of 7, 8 PM.
Which isn't that long a day anyway. No,
exactly. So you've still got time to go out, have something to eat, go back to your hotel, whatever, and get ready for the next day. And then on the Sunday, what they do is, so to try and save you staying an extra night, they start it an hour early on a Sunday. So they start it at 10 AM. And then obviously you're away for about 6 o'clock. But you think it's best of 7 all the way, right the way through to the final. But there's 128, sort of 200 people in some of them, and they're doing 2 tournaments a day. So it shows you that it can be done.
Yeah. Yeah, well, over here, it's this year's been the biggest turnouts at them, and they're like 60, 70 people, but there's only a certain amount of people what travel. There's always a few locals what turn up, and then there's the consistent people what travel around to everything. Yeah,
I follow the darts over there. I follow the VPNZ and stuff like that. Just to have a look at the results and that. But yeah, it's different on the PDC. The way they do it is they don't shout and tell you you're on or anything like that. What they do is they call the first games out. So they would say, right, Callum Mackay, Paul Harper, board 1, Wendy Harper, Rex Harper, board 2. And then once that game is finished, the next game on, if they're not at the board, so say for example, the next game on was Mick Lacey, John Kelly, right, on board 2. If John Kelly was at the board and Mick Lacey wasn't, they don't go looking for him or shout him or anything. That's him out, disqualified.
Yeah.
And it's the best way to do it.
You've really got to be listening and watching that.
Yeah, that's it. You've got to know when you're on. At the end of the day, if you're there playing for that amount of money or you're taking it that serious, you would make sure you were there anyway, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
so that's
what kind of money that those tournaments pay out to?
Well, you can. There's 40 grand for each winner of the tournament every weekend. So you could win if you won all 4 tournaments. You would walk away with £40,000.
Yeah, it's fucking. You can see how these guys do it and don't work.
It's £100 entry, and if you win 1 game, you get £250. If you win 2 games, you get £750. If you win 3 games, you get £1,500, and then 3,000, 5,000, and then 10,000 for the one.
Because it doesn't do they don't do a straight knockout, eh? So if you lose a game, you're gone.
Yeah. It's all on the line, all or nothing. There's no second chances or anything like that, or round robin. It's just straight for the jugular.
Yeah. Whereas over here they do the qualifying round and then they do the knockout round, but then it's only best of 5 qualifying and then 7, 9. That's why I like the PDC stuff.
Yeah,
because at least
straight for
best
it.
of 7 and best of 9.
Best of 7 all the way on the development tour, best of 9 on the challenge tour, and best of 11 on the pro tour. And basically, it's all or nothing. What it does is it brings out your best darts because you know you've got to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
good.
That's
pretty good money then.
Yeah, it's very good money. It's the money is better than anywhere else in the world, and that's why it's considered the biggest darts tour in the world. Just for the simple fact is that there's only 128 players on the pro tour, yet there's the most money on that for everyone. I mean, we were talking, there's a guy at the moment local to me, he's played, this was his first year on the tour, and he earned £66,000. He's not even in the top 64 in the world.
Yeah.
So it shows you can make a living at the bottom end as well.
Yeah, I suppose every day you go along and you win your first game, and then the odd time you win your second or third game, it's a decent amount of money.
Yeah. If you were to win your 1 game on the Saturday and 2 games on the Sunday, you're walking away with £1,000 every weekend. So you times that with 52. There's £52,000. Then you've got your TV events. If the first round loser of the World Championship, £10,500.
Yeah.
So it shows you the money adds up after a while.
Yeah, it'd be quite nice.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you've got players that they do exhibitions and stuff like that here more than you would sort of in New Zealand. So like I've got 16 exhibitions in January, just after Q Scale. I've got 6 in Aberdeen and 8 sort of on the south coast of Scotland. Now, just for me going and playing, now I'm not the best in the world, I'm not claiming to be anything like that, but I'm getting £2,000 just for those 16 nights of playing darts.
Yeah, and everything paid.
Hotels, travel, everything paid for those 16 nights.
Yeah.
So you imagine if I was a top player, for example, Phil Taylor, to get Phil Taylor to come to your pub and play in your pub for 1 night, 16 legs of darts, is £6,500.
Yeah.
So that's like £13,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And he probably does that 3-4 nights a week. So there's £20,000 a week he's making.
Yeah. And that's
how
not counting the tournaments and everything else.
Yeah, people think they just win money from tournaments, but you've got all the exhibitions and all stuff like that. And then, for example, they went to. Do you know when they went to Australia and New Zealand and stuff for the World Tour?
Yep.
The 8 players. Do you know they got £100,000 just for going?
Oh, okay, just for going. What, for the whole tour or for each league of it?
Yeah, no, just for the whole tour. Just they're £100,000. Make sure you turn up for the month, and then obviously they got money for winning each tournament and playing in each tournament. So they got £100,000 without even throwing a dart.
Yeah, ridiculous, eh?
It's crazy money, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why some people spend 8-9 hours throwing at a board a day because they know that they can win that money.
Yeah, and those guys are all getting older too.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, for example, Stephen Bunton was lucky he got into it because he's not in the top 8 and he won't get much next year because he hasn't had a good year this year. But you've got like Gary Anderson, people like that, they're all making £1 million a year easy just from playing darts.
Yeah.
That's
it's doable.
Yes, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've played them all, I've beat them all, and I've been beat by them all, but it's just they're more consistent than us, and that's the difference.
Yeah, well, I can beat anyone, but it's a matter of beating one of them and then beating another one in the next game.
Yeah, it's just that the best of the best. Like for example, Michael Van Gerwen, he does it every single day, whereas some of the other ones don't. So that's why he's #1 in the world.
Yeah, he's a cut above. Have you played him a few times?
I've played him when he was younger,